Hi there. Looks like I'm live. How is everyone today on this Saturday? Sorry, I'm banging everything around. I'm excited to be here. This is not the auction. This is just a New York City jewelry haul that I did last week, and I am super excited about it. I haven't really done thrifting in New York in a really long time because my last trip I couldn't focus on that, and I haven't lived there in a really long time. This gorgeous necklace was restrung and completed for me by Susan Powell, who many of you know. She did a couple of necklaces for me. So this is new. And hi, Alex. Hi, Carla. And so let me share this with you. And then I will see you today at 4 o'clock for the Haskell show on my channel, and let's just get into it because I'm psyched. This I showed some of you last night. This is Carol Lee. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Valerie. And I was blown away by this. I actually got two, and one of my friends fell in love with the other one, which I was wearing at the time, and I gave it to her off my neck, and I said, you should keep it if you love it that much. And I later found out that these are worth anywhere between $300 and $450. So I was kind of blown away by that. She offered to give it back to me once I found that out, but I said, no, there's no way I'm taking it back. But it's costume, but don't ever give it away because it's worth serious money. So there you have that. Hi, Vanessa. Sorry, let me show it to you on the neck. So this was, I thought, an incredible find. I feel like I got it for $30. Maybe it was $40. So that's Carol Lee. And I didn't know Carol Lee was that expensive in its vintage form or worth that much, but apparently it is. So there you go. Live and learn. Then I got a bunch of costume pieces. So that was one of them. And I got these, which I think are Dior. Let me just double check. Yes, these are Dior. And these are awesome. These are clip-ons. And I have seen Dior earrings go for quite a substantial amount of money. So that was a fantastic find. Yes, you know what, Carla? I see that her coin jewelry specifically brings in quite a lot of money. So yes, you're correct. This, I can't remember what this was. It was like a Halston Heritage or something like that, but costume. It might be plated with abalone, and that is just, I mean, you've got to really want to pull something like this off. But that was awesome. I'm trying to show you costume first because I did get a lot of sterling. This, I want to say, is KJL, but I'll double check it. These hoops. So I'm not great at putting clip-ons on. I need a couple seconds to do it. So you'll have to forgive me for that. I'm almost positive these are KJL. I don't know if I can find it right away. It took me a while in the store. But before I sell them, I'll definitely double check. So let's not waste too much time. But those are awesome. A lot of sparkle to those. And there's that. Then these, which I think are amazing. Look at those earrings. House of Harlow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not Halston Heritage. You're absolutely right. It's House of Harlow. Correct. Thank you, Carla. And so these are, I thought, amazing earrings. And I bought this in a consignment store that I used to buy all my clothes in when I lived in New York, called, it used to be called Designer Resale. And now it's called like Designer Revival. These also come from there. Let me see if these were marked. These are coin earrings. I don't think these were marked. And I totally got out my loop and my magnet, and I didn't feel bad about it. So those are awesome. So that's cool. These I have to test. These may be sterling. I'm not 100% sure. They're not magnetic. But I thought those were pretty amazing. I think this is brass. This part may be sterling. I'm not sure. It might totally be costume. I'll test that out. And this Monet brooch, which I was very excited about because I have the whole set. I have the bracelet. I have the necklace. In fact, I think I have 2 necklaces in 2 different lengths. So that was a really nice find. And was that all a costume? No, here, let me show you more. Okay, this is bananas. Bananas. This, I can't even tell you how heavy this is. And I need to do research on it because I feel like it's something, it's not marked, but the quality of this is insane. I mean, it is, I really want to weigh it. But if anyone, hi, DeFleur, if anyone knows anything about this, I would love to know, but I will do some research after the auction today. It must weigh a pound. It's so heavy. So I loved that. And this reminded me of that necklace. I think I called it the Joy necklace that I sold not long ago. This is marked with a designer from Paris. I have to loop this again. But these are all glass pieces. And that's, I thought, such a cool, maybe I should have worn that today too. Maybe I'll wear that tonight because it's so full of joy. Hi, Alex. And I just loved it. And I sold my Joy necklace. And now I need one of my own. And I will have to check that designer out. This is stunning. And let's see. I got to put it on the neck. Right? So pretty. I thought this was stunning. Absolutely beautiful. The plating on here is amazing. And then, I mean, you know, I put everything on a torque, so that was great. I don't have one like this that comes to a point, which is fantastic for pendants. More on that later. And then this, which is great for layering. It looks like a Swarovski or something. So that's just fantastic for layering. This I have to test. I feel like this is sterling, and I think this is a really nice piece. I just need to test it. It is not marked, but I thought that was outstanding. Hi, Thelma. Nice to see you. So that's awesome. And then this I got before I went, but this is Irwin Pearl. I'm very into this like heavy gold plated look right now. Very into it. This is beautiful. This is sterling. So now I'll start what I got in the sterling department. This is sterling and probably brass. Hi, Anna. Love this. And I think this was stamped Mexico. But it reminded me of Robert Lee Morris for some reason. And this piece reminded me of Ann Dick, actually. But it's not. I mean, I'm sure it's not. But I thought this reminded me of Ann Dick. And I kind of like that look. This also beautiful. And now I should say I'm keeping some of this. I'm selling some of it as usual. So if there's a piece that you fell in love with, let me know. And I'll let you know if it's a keep or a sell, or a keep for a little while and then a sell, which I do very often. This is a beautiful sterling bracelet. And this, for all you Amber fans. Okay, so now, all right, let me show you some of the pieces I got from the antique dealer. So I showed you a couple. Those bracelets or bought from the antique dealer. There's an antique place on 2nd Avenue in New York. It's called like Manhattan Arts and Antiques. And I ran in there. This is not good. I did not tell Mark this, but I was passing there on my way to the hospital for my mammogram, regular mammogram, nothing's wrong. But I had my annual test in New York, as I told you guys before I left. So right before I went for my mammo, I had already gone for my blood work and everything. As I was going for my mammogram, I probably only had 20 minutes. And of course, I passed an antique store. Great. So, and it was my last opportunity to shop because I had a dinner with my father and then I was leaving after a breakfast the next morning. So I stopped at the antique dealer and I liked him so much and he had such beautiful things. And before I know it, and you guys can relate, before I know it, it's like 15 minutes past my appointment for my mammo. So, and it was late. It was like 5:15. So I flew to Memorial Sloan Kettering. And as I was getting out of the Uber, I got a voicemail from Sloan saying, "Hi, you've missed your appointment. You will need to reschedule." And all I'm thinking is, I can't believe I flew to New York for this appointment, among other things, but primarily for that. And I'm going to miss it because I was in a jewelry store. It's ridiculous. So I went in there and I begged. I said, "I'm in town from Florida. Please, please do my mammogram anyway." And they did. But can you imagine if I missed the appointment I flew in for because of the jewelry? I mean, you guys can imagine, but yeah. Okay, so I need to test that, but I thought that was beautiful. I have a lot of these, but I've never seen it in this blue topaz color or aquamarine. I'll test it. Okay, so here, well, let me show you a couple more of the pieces, and then I'll show you from the antique dealer. All right, these are not from there. All right, so this was from a thrift store. This was, I thought, absolutely beautiful. I thought it was costume, and I will test it, but it is Mark 925. And look at this thing for scale. Is that gorgeous? I mean, do I have my pearls nearby? I don't know, but I'll put this on a strand, I'm sure, if I bring it to auction. And that's going to be, you know, outstanding over pearls. Oh, thanks, Selma. Yeah, I just kind of went impromptu today. I hope everyone will get the notification, excuse me, for today, which will be at 4:00. But I always like to end before you, Thelma. I will end at 6 and then go to your auction for a bit. And if you guys haven't been to Thelma's auction, you need to. I don't know where you've been because she's amazing and she's on Facebook. Okay, so now this is all from the antique dealer. Okay, for you Amber fans, look at this. Okay, on sterling. Look at the dome on that. Now, that is for, no, I know it's not a problem, but I don't know. I just don't like to. I like everyone to have their spotlight. So that's beautiful amber. And, you know, I'll show it properly another day, but I would put this on pearls as a little thing. Or on a, let's see it on this, or on a loop, or on a torque. Let's see. Right? Not the right thing to put it on. Let me put it on the neck. Okay. I mean, is that amber or what? Right? Okay. So that I thought was outstanding. This is sterling. This is from the antique dealer. Here it is for scale. So I know many of us are heart people. I thought that was beautiful. And here's some more things. These are gorgeous. These are hammered sterling hoops. So those are nice. And then these hoops are, I think, stunning. It almost looks like there's diamonds in there. It's not, it's just the way the silver is crafted. So there's that. Beautiful sterling. These are amazing. I love malachite. So look how beautiful those are. They need to be cleaned a little bit. And let's see, so many other things. Also amber. Doesn't fit me. This is definitely going to be for sale. It's a little big. That is an 8.5. So that'll be for sale because I can't wear an 8.5. Really beautiful vintage piece. And also amber. This is a brooch. Also going to look, I think, stunning on beads. Well, not very coordinated, Adrian. Super pretty. This dome ring reminds me of something my grandmother had that now my mom has. That dome ring, very vintage. I feel like it's, I don't know, those of you in the chat, I'm not 100% sure. I think 70s. I'll ask my mom. She has rings like this. Oh, I'm glad, Polly. Yeah, I mailed stuff before I left on this trip. Crazy trip. This is beautiful. I think this is really neat, artisan made sterling piece. Is it expensive thrifting in New York? Great question. The answer is it's not. Well, some of the pieces I thought I did really, really, really well on, like the Carol Lee piece, I thought was super special. And that was, like I said, I think it was 30 or 40. Then I got this, and this was 40. So I thought that was high, but I loved it. So I bought it anyway. And then I bought a big bunch of sterling from the antique dealer. So I think because I bought in bulk, he gave me a great deal. But individually, I feel like it would have been very expensive. I must test this. It's definitely more expensive than Goodwill or Salvation Army or any of that. But I feel like everything I got is worth keeping or selling. And when you do a bag, which I also did this week, and I opened it on my own today, this morning, because I was just like wanted to get in a zone. So I apologize. I did it without you guys. But I got some nice pieces and a lot of stuff that I wouldn't necessarily wear. And I probably spent, I don't know, $150. And then, I bought a ton of sterling and I spent several $100s, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it was worth it. That was a long-winded answer. I feel like I'm going to test this. This is sterling. It might be glass, but I don't know. It's got a really nice look to it. So I love that. This is also not my size, and I really wish it was, because this, I think, is a beautiful band. My mom may want that. She likes to wear bands. I think it's going to be big for her too, though. Hold on, let me measure this. My mom likes to wear bands that keep rings on, like almost like a ring guard. This is also an 8.5. So that's not going to fit her. So that will be for sale. That's on sterling. I don't know if that's maybe a topaz. It's definitely not diamonds and sterling like that, but it looks beautiful. So, okay. Then what else? Lots of rings. This reminds me of a ring that my grandmother had, very kind of modernist looking. Mine, I call the thumbprint ring. I've got to look for maker's marks. It could be a designer. I'm not sure. This I thought was beautiful. Quartz. I'll test again, but that's amethyst and other things. I thought that was beautiful and really unique. You must buy it to work, Diana. Write me a note. We'll write it to. Hold on. Let me I think you have my email. You have my email because you wrote to me last night. But for those of you who want to get in touch with me, I'm no longer using text, so just send me an email, please. But I do have Torques. I think I have some Torques or Omegas that I'm not keeping for me, but that I thought was awesome. It looks Danish, you think? It could be. I've got to look at some of the maker's marks here. I wasn't studying very closely. That I thought was beautiful. That's sterling. What do you guys think? You think I did well? Amber. It's a beautiful amber ring. And this looks like my Robert Lee Morris piece, but it's stamped Mexico, 925. It looks almost exact to my Robert Lee Morris, which is hand signed. Yeah, send me a note and just remind me. I'm kind of settling in after a couple of crazy days, but I will absolutely look for you. This, I mean, look at the height on that ring. Carnelian. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm doing the show at 4, so I did my hair for that, and then Mark and I were supposed to have a date night last night, and I was so tired. He got all dressed up and was ready to go, and I said, honey, I don't even think I can do it. So we agreed to go out tonight. So by the time I end my auction, go to Thelma's auction. Thelma's on Facebook, by the way, and you have to sign up for her auctions in advance if you're not already, and it's Thelma Thrift. That's sterling. That's, I think, pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to go out straight from all of that. Earrings. Look at that. Beautiful, right? And then this is the last, I think this is the last piece. I thought these earrings were awesome. And it was so cool because the gentleman, did I show you guys everything? Yeah, I think so. The gentleman at the antique booth, who owns the antique booth, this is my grandmother's, if I haven't shown you that. My mom just let me have that. 14 karat gold and topaz. I mean, unbelievable. The gentleman who sold me the sterling, I was so excited. He said, do you live in Miami? And I said, yes. And he said, I'm going to be down at the antique show. Vanessa, I don't know if you have any interest, but I'm definitely going to it. And I don't have the postcard here, but we can, you know, write by email. But there's a big antique show in Miami. I feel like it's January 21st or something. So I'm definitely going to go and let me know. It's like a couple blocks away from my house, Vanessa, if you want to do some shopping with me. Thank you for the compliment on the choices, Verna. I feel like I did really, really well. Deborah, thank you for the compliment on my hair. Yes, 70s icon. This is definitely from the 70s. And I want to say, yes, my mom is very generous. I want to say my mom might have bought this for my grandmother because my mom, as I think I've told you guys, she used to sell jewelry too, but 14 karat gold, precious stones. And she used to go into they call them beauty parlors, right? The beauty parlors, and sell jewelry to some of the folks that knew each other. Because, you know, if you went to the beauty parlor every Saturday to get your hair done, you knew everybody there. So my mom would come in and she would bring, you know, a tray or two of amazing jewelry, and she would sell. And she might have bought this for my grandmother, but I can't remember. I did a video all about that wonderful stone, and I said, oh, I haven't seen that one, Thelma. And I think I've seen most of your videos. I'm pretty sure, but I will look for that. All right. So thank you for joining this little haul video. I just wanted to share with you guys, and I'm not going to have time to do it. I am going to come on at 4 o'clock. I will do the Haskell that I was going to do tomorrow with John. For you Haskell fans, it's a double header today and tomorrow. My channel today, Dawn's doing one tomorrow, and I'll do some other things. So if you liked any of the pieces today, let me know. Don't be insulted if I choose to keep some, but if you're interested, tell me. Thanks. I've been many times over the years and in Fort Lauderdale. Is it good, Vanessa? Is it worth going to? I mean, it's a couple blocks. I kind of feel like I have to. Hi, Kate. I'm starting to lose my voice already. That's not good. I don't know. I'm going to do 2 hours, but my mom says, when I do this on my own, I lose my voice, but I guess I'm going to have to get used to that a little bit and get myself a cup of tea. All right. Let me know, Vanessa, if it's worthwhile. And people are asking if I got back okay. What a fun time in New York. Man, I'm going to probably... It's worth it. Yep. I'm going to try and get back every 6 to 8 weeks and see people, because it really felt good. It really felt good to take my parents out to dinner like that. That was probably one of the highlights. I took my mom. It was really cute. She's not watching, I don't think now, but she'll be on later. I took her to a really wonderful Italian restaurant. And it was so delicious. And she said at one point, "Stop talking. I just want to enjoy the seafood salad." And by the way, for you folks, Barb, I saw you in the chat, and Marzana, if you can believe, a couple sitting next to us overheard my mom and I talking, and the woman had just lost her mom. So she came over, and when they were leaving, and said, "I just want to say it's so nice to watch mother and daughter." And we got to talking, and if you could believe, she and her husband were from Glen Ellen, and went to Glenbard West. These guys know what I'm talking about, because Mark and I own a home in the western suburbs of Illinois, and they're there as well. Anyway, that was the coincidence. Okay. Yes, Carla, I'm going to drink some room temperature water and maybe some tea. I'll see you guys at 4 o'clock. We'll do 4 to 6. We'll do a little Haskell. We'll do some other things. Let me know if you want me to bring anything specific. I love you guys. Thank you for your support and for viewing today. And I will see you later. Love you guys.